What is up, you guys? Tito back with another video, and today I'm back, as you can tell, with another manga review. I'm actually kind of digging this series. I like the short form 10-minute talk about a manga, tell y'all what I think about it, see if I would recommend it to y'all, and it's just been kind of a blast. I love it. It's pretty good. So anyways, today's manga, a little different. It's a little bit of a longer title, but bear with me. I'm gonna read it off to the side here. Okinawa de ski ni natta ko ga hogen sugite sura sugiro, which absolutely makes no sense to anybody who doesn't speak Japanese, but in English terms, it's the girl I fell in love with in Okinawa speaks in a heavy dialect and it's too much of a pain, and it's written by Egumi Sora. It's a short read. It's 20 chapters right now. It's still supposedly being updated. Last update hasn't been since 3 months ago, so it's been a while, but just bear with it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure we'll get some more updates eventually. If not, then sorry for the short read that's not even completed. But yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be great. Anyways, like always, let's get into it. So starting with the plot and the theming, it is basically just a high school romance. Nothing too out of the ordinary. You're gonna have some comedy. You're gonna have some like love. It follows a weird love line. You got one character that likes this one, that likes it, and this one likes this one, and this one doesn't like anybody. But it's been an interesting read for sure. So the plot is this. So it follows our protagonist Nakamura, who just recently moved from Tokyo to Okinawa, and he fell in love with this girl named Kyan, and she speaks a very heavy Okinawan dialect that is basically impossible for him to understand. However, there's a girl that is friends with Kyan named Higa. She is like her translator in a sense for him, and it's this whole thing of like him liking Kyan and figuring out what she's saying through the help of Higa. And as some of you can tell, like, Higa develops a thing for him, but I don't want to spoil too much. Like, doesn't really even go that far into depth, so like, not like I'm spoiling anything, but I try to keep these as spoiler free as possible. Anyway, that's basically the plot of this story, is him trying to connect with Kyan with the help of Higa, and so on and so on. For the theme, it'd be hard to say, because I would argue that it's just kind of a manga where it's, the average high school sweetheart, or this girl likes this boy, but this boy likes this other girl, and this girl's gonna try to win him over or something because the other girl doesn't care for him right now or whatever. But that would be, I guess, the best way I could describe it. It's just I don't want to say generic, but it has just a lot of semblances to a high school romance with some comedy added into it. So that's about it for that. For the characters and character designs, I like the character designs. They are very clean, very simple, and they work for the story, and I really do like them. Now, going on to the characters, Nakamura is just your kind of average high school boy who likes the girl and he's trying to get her attention and stuff, but like a lot of the times it kind of falls on deaf ears, because like while she understands him, he doesn't understand her, and yada yada, so on and so on. And so he's kind of struggling to figure out a lot of the Okinawan style ways of doing things. Now, on to the next character, which is his crush, Kyan. Kyan is this really outgoing character. She's super great. She's awesome. She's just happy-go-lucky all the time. She's always helping people. She's always talking, super talkative. But that kind of also makes it hard for him to understand in the story. So, like, you always have to have Higa there to translate, or else the conversation between those two gets nowhere in a sense. But overall in characters, I like her. She's great. She's honestly not like a bad contender for the main romance lead. But we're going to move on to my last pick for characters, and my personal favorite, especially because I was just finished catching up and I personally like her more, is Higa. Higa-san is the friend of Kyan, and she's crushing on my boy Nakamura. And so this whole thing with her is she's kind of more reserved, more shy, and you can see that in her way of doing things. She's kind of in the back a little bit, but Still very helpful to Nakamura, and he's always thanking her and always like appreciating how awesome she's like is for helping him out and stuff. So in terms of character, I like it. I like her hairstyle too. Like her character design, while simple, it is very effective, and I really do enjoy the way she looks in the story. Plus, it's getting an anime adaptation soon, so check that out if you want. I would recommend it. But I'm going back to the manga. So for those characters alone, they're simple, very clean though, and just very nice to look at. So overall, I like the characters. Their personalities are great. They kind of accentuate each other in a sense, and that just helps move the story forward. So I like that about the characters. Like I said, this is a short story, so it's not like I have a bunch of meat and potatoes about it. But overall, character design by itself, really good, really great, and I quite enjoy it. And my final thoughts to wrap this up is the pacing of the story is good. I love the characters. They're super well written. As well written as you can get in 20 chapters. So to be fair, I say that, but I like the way they're written. I like the way they interact with one another. In that alone, I really enjoy that aspect. Pacing, again, 20 chapters, but it's going good so far, so I'm quite enjoying it. Character designs, simple yet effective, and very, very just good overall. I very much enjoy the simple character designs. And just overall thoughts, I'm a sucker for romances in general, so I very much love this slice of life romance stuff. And so that alone, I would just recommend anybody to read it. But some people are not always the most into that slice of life, more slowed down romance in anime. And that's okay, because a lot of people probably prefer maybe the more action paced of the shonen, or just other things that go along with it. But if you want something a little more mellow, a little more chilled out, definitely recommend checking out Okinawa Deski. Just look that up, you'll find it. It's great. Good read. If I had to give it an overall rating based on the 20 chapters that are out right now, I would say I would give it I'd give it like a 7. No, I don't want to be harsh on it because it's just coming out, but because there's not much to go off of either. I like it, and I would very much recommend it, but if I had to pick an overall score that would reflect what it probably really is, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 at the moment. Once we see more chapters and we see some romance progress a little more, I definitely think this has some good potential. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. We'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it anyways. If y'all want to check it out, I highly still recommend it. It's a good short read, just something you can binge really quick and be pretty invested in with the characters, romance, dynamics, and stuff. But I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for now, but it could definitely go up with more chapters coming out, hopefully in the future. But like I said, I'll look into it myself, and we'll see what goes on from there. Without further ado, this wraps up my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it like always. Always appreciate y'all popping in, dropping some likes and stuff. And if you have any comments relating to new suggestions for these manga reviews or anime reviews, honestly, I might as well just change the name to Annie Manga Review. But if you have any recommendations, let me know. I'll check them out. It'll be great. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.